guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are in a 2014 Lamborghini Aventador LP700-4. We're going to take it out today for a drive and just see the madness that the Aventador truly is. And this car, the main reason why I'm taking it out is the exhaust. This one is a beautiful spec, finished in Bianco Cannabis. Massive V12, almost 700 horsepower, crazy road presence, and of course, scissor doors. Car only has 8,000 miles. It is for sale at European Exotic Center here in Tampa, Florida. So let's go ahead and take it out for a drive. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. We have a massive 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12, 691 brake horsepower, revs to 8,500 RPM, 7-speed single clutch paddle shift transmission, one of the final single clutches of the modern era. However, because of that, it is one of the best and one of the quickest shifting. 0 to 60 happens in 2.9 seconds. Do have all-wheel drive. That's 3,000 RPM. No cops. Let's hope. Oh my God. You might notice it's a little loud. The road presence, I think at this point, is why you buy an Aventador, or really any V12 Lambo for that matter. The way it looks on the road, approaching somebody, it's nuts. What does this Kia Soul think when he sees this approaching from behind? Like, he's got to be shitting his pants. Excrements have to be leaving his body. This is simply is not as fast as a McLaren, most of the modern Ferraris. It just isn't, right? But nobody's buying this car for that. What the fuck? That is what you're buying it for. Jesus Christ, dude, these shifts are so snappy. You aren't starting off in sport mode, just your middle of the road setting. Of course, you have Corsa, which is your track setting, and then you have Strada. You have Strada, which is your street setting. Boring. Honestly, I will not be driving in Strada mode today. I could have a gun to my head. I'm not putting it in Strada mode. Top speed, 217 miles an hour. But again, it's like all of these figures are sort of irrelevant. Is over to, I can't accelerate and talk at the same time. I just can't do it. This car is a big girl. It's around 2. That just sounds like just indigestion, to be honest. It just sounds like a night after a Waffle House. But it does feel big. It doesn't feel as big as the Murcielago that came before it, though. It just keeps gurgling. This was the Lambo where they sort of started taking handling a bit more seriously. Nowadays, the new Lambos coming out are just track monsters. So this is sort of the early development of that stage. Honestly, most of the fun is at like 3,000 RPM. Fuck. Oh. Testing the bumps. You know, it's not... It ain't bad. I don't even think I have to talk. I just think most of this video is just going to be that. I don't want to give this guy tinnitus, so let me go ahead and get past him a little bit. If there's 2 words to describe this car, tinnitus inducing. Jesus. 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 Oh my God. Those, I think, might be the most satisfying downshifts of any car I've ever driven. And I've been fortunate to drive quite a lot of cars. Let me talk about the interior for a sec, because this is not Lamborghini's strong point. It's a little tight inside. Classic Lamborghini, crazy center console area, classic fighter pilot type startup button. Flip up the little red cap, and it's joyous experience every time. And honestly, another benefit of this car is just making people's days. You see a little 9-year-old screaming out his mother's Infinity, freaking out. That's a nice feeling. Some people are not going to like you, especially if you're driving how I'm driving. Steering feel is decent. It's no Porsche. Not too much turning required. It's pretty tight. Oh my God. There is police presence around here. I gotta be careful. Okay, it's time for course mode. You see how I like mentally prepared for that? How I kind of was like, okay. That is also one thing I love about the Aventador and just the V12 Lambos as a whole. They take a little bit more effort to drive. Just a little bit more. I feel like I'm burning calories driving it. It's like when you hop into the Huracan, fantastic car, but it's very easy, right? My great-grandma, who's 95, could hop in there and drive. Put in automatic and just drive it like an Audi. This, well, it's not as hard as like the old, really old school cars. It still, you gotta put in a bit of effort, and you have to like prepare yourself to like get into it. It's insanely wide, barely fits anywhere. I don't know what to say. So, for those who don't know, course mode, like I said, is your track setting. So everything gets just a bit more aggressive, as if it already wasn't insane. Transmission gets a bit harsher, so the shifts are a bit more brutal feeling, more of a kick in the back, which I actually love. It can be a bit much at times for some people, for sure, but you're buying an Aventador. Like, what do you expect? You're not buying this to just be chilling. Another question is as well, basically all the V12 Lambos over the years have held their value very well. And you see a lot of the older ones really starting to skyrocket. Countachs are going up $700,000 plus. Diablos are going up. Certain Murciélagos are starting to go up. The question is, will this follow that same path? Oh my God. Now, they definitely probably made more of these than the older cars, just as Lamborghini's grown and their production numbers have skyrocketed, to be honest. But I feel like this might be a similar case, especially now with cars becoming electric and turbocharged, smaller displacement, V6s. These have still held very well. This car is a 2014, basically a decade old. Asking $334,900 for this. I mean, that's still a hefty amount of money for a 10-year-old car. Visibility, let's just scratch over that. Also, this paint color, this matte white, looks incredible. The Aventador has aged quite well, I think. Oh my God, dude. And look, I've been in this industry for just over 7 years now, and this is easily top 3 loudest cars that I've ever had come through our dealership. In terms of reliability, honestly, I never hear too much about these cars in terms of like really major issues. This being heavily Audi influenced, yeah, I mean, that just helps the company dramatically. With GT3, downshift. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.